What's up, y'all? It's your girl in the stir of your favorite social butterfly. Tuning into what's really going on. That's right. Talking about new topics, you know what I'm saying? Current events that's going on. I won't be before you long, but I just want to get this thing started. So, yeah, we are going to do this. Don't mind my dryer in the background. But, yeah, we are live. Feel free to chime in with the live chat. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Let me know when you're watching now. Make sure you like the video as you come in and share with your friends. This is an interactive live, so you can chime in, you can leave comments, you know what I'm saying? It's open, and if you catch the replay, feel free to leave some comments in the comment section, you know. I will reply. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So this is the second episode, I believe, of what's really going on. The first one was like not official. You feel me? I always got something to talk about, right? So the first topic at hand, we will be discussing Wanda Smith, Atlanta's own Wanda Smith. She transitioned Saturday, and I will be bringing you the via let me be correct. Make sure I'm saying it correct. I believe it's I've been subscribed to this page for a long time. I like the content, man. He be bringing the receipts, in my opinion, and I think he's really cool. Let me just double check to make sure I'm correct. Yeah, Tough News, TUFF News. Shout out to Tough News, man. Fair use. I am using these videos to get the information to you. We gotta make sure we give just due to who belong to. So first of all, we will be going to Tough News, his latest video. Won't play the whole video, but I think you should go over there and have a look at his channel and subscribe. Let me turn this music down. Let's see. We're going to put this fair use across the screen. You feel me? Where's the music? Listen, I've used StreamYard several times, but with the music and everything, no. This is my second time. The first time I did a live stream with the music, it just didn't, nobody came to the live. It was pretty much a test run. All right, so let me go ahead and share this screen. Let me figure out how to do this, y'all. Let me figure out how to do this. Give me a few moments. But if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. I pray that all is well. You know, shout out to everybody and prayers up for the victims of anybody that has been affected by the storm. Well, storms, rather. There's been many storms, y'all. So I'm going to put this up like this. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this screwed up. Whew, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Let me have a look at my computer. Put this down for a second. Let's go to present the screen. Let's share the screen. All right, y'all. Is it sharing? All right. So let's give it a minute to share. This is Tough News TV. Make sure you subscribe, show him some love, let him know in the comment section that your girl Anna Surf sent you to Tough News TV. I think I've been a subscriber maybe about a year now. I can't tell you what video led me to his channel, but I I really like his channel. I like the news that he brings, and the receipts are dope. So let's get into the topic at hand. All right, let's go.
And the first thing I want to discuss is the untimely and unfortunate passing of radio legend Wanda Smith. Now, we all know that Wanda was a staple at V103 in Atlanta. She also appeared in a couple of Tyler Perry movies, and I believe that she had a comedy club in Norcross, Georgia, which is about 30 to 45 minutes from Atlanta, North Atlanta to be exact. Now, what's extremely heartbreaking about this situation is the fact that Wanda was just having a good time on Friday night celebrating her birthday. She had just turned 58 years old and she passed away on yesterday.
Yo, I think that's crazy, man. She just had a birthday, y'all, and she left up out of here. You never know what people are going through in their personal lives. To be honest with you, I don't know exactly what was going on in her life. I listen to the radio from time to time, but most of the time when I'm listening to the radio, it's in the afternoon or like the evenings when I cut it on for a little bit. Most of the time, I'm listening to my MP3 player, you know, my Bluetooth with my phone, but since it's broke, I'm not. But I really haven't been keeping up with her like that. But um, may she rest in heaven. Prayers to the family. Let's continue this story.
And it's just so sad. And I feel for her family and all of the people that have worked with her over the years, people who love her and revered her, because guess what? She is an iconic name and personality when it comes to radio. Now, what I want to do right here is I want to take the time to read to you what the senior VP and market manager, Rick Cathy, had to say in regards to Wanda Smith's passing. And it says here, "It is with heavy hearts that we grieve the loss of our own Wanda Smith. Our hearts are weighing heavier today as we grieve the loss of our beloved Wanda Smith, someone who always made us smile and who was a big part of V103 for years. We extend our deepest prayers and condolences to her family. In her role at V103 dating back to 2006, Wanda Smith brought so much joy and care servicing the Atlanta community. Wanda's impact touched lives beyond making us laugh. Many times she championed efforts behind the scenes to make a difference in the lives of those who were without. Rest in peace, Wanda, as you take your place among the stars. We will miss you." Tomorrow during Sunday Morning Praise with Larry Tinsley, we will be taking time out to pay tribute to this V103 icon. Please tune in, then call in and share your stories. And
Honeybook keeps your proposals,
Y'all, these ads.
contracts, invoices, and payments all in one place. My name is Laura Gomez, and I've partnered
experiences as we pay homage, one of the best to ever hit the Atlanta airwaves. Rest easy, Wanda. We love you and we will miss you dearly. All right, so you guys just heard all of that. And Wanda leaves behind her husband, Lamorris Sellers, along with her 3 children. And I know that they're feeling it right now. Now, what I want to do right here is I want to talk to my people.
So, she has been in radio since 2005 with Atlanta. And I think that's amazing. I think that's dope. That shows her longevity in her career. I always thought she was funny. She brought a lot of good flavor to the show with Frank Ski, what I'm saying, on V103. And then she went on to have having her own show, I believe. But I could be wrong. Maybe she's always been with Frank Ski. I really don't remember. But I've always been fond of radio show hosts and their personalities, and it just makes you feel good throughout the day, especially, if you had a long day or you need to pick me up in the mornings, tune into the morning shows. I think it's, it's untimely and, it's unfortunate, but, God makes no mistakes in what he do. What Mr. Tough News is about to talk about right now. I think his name is Mr. Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong. I forget. I know I follow him. I'm thinking about his Instagram, but he's going to be talking about how everybody just kept talking about Cassie Williams and how it's his year and all that. And I did reference that in my live stream last night. I was pretty much saying like the most recent thing I've heard of her in the in the news and everything was pretty much the issue that her and Cat Williams had with each other and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much what I remember. As far as the last thing I heard pertaining to her. But that's not something I feel people should be like, oh, Cat Williams was right, or, big up in Cat Williams because this happened. You know what I mean? So keep the respect there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was really cool. And I'll play it a little further, and then we'll get into the other topic. And if you have anything you want to say about the situation, feel free to drop it in the comment section.
Well, I just want to have just a brief discussion because what I'm seeing on the internet is just sick. It just shows that some of us within our community are very ignorant, okay? And that we have no class or decorum. When Wanda Smith passed away, you had certain blogs posting a photo from when her and Kat got into it at the radio station. And I just thought that was distasteful as hell.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think everybody should just go in on like giving Cat Williams props or whatever for, the things he said or, at that time pertaining to that situation. But yeah, let me let you hear it.
Because immediately when certain people see that photo, they're going to drop down in the comments and repeat the jokes that Kat said about Wanda to her face. And I just think that was just messy as hell because there's so much more to remember about Wanda than that one incident that took place between her and Kat. And Wanda didn't think it was funny because her husband was looking for Kat. You remember, guys? He was looking to do Kat in. And I just think it's a time and a place for everything. And then you see some people in the comments saying, oh, this is Kat's year. Kat has never been wrong. 2024 belongs to Kat. Like, Kat wanted this woman to pass away. What are you guys talking about? Just because he said that this was the year of exposure and they got Diddy? How is the passing of Wanda Smith even applicable when you look at it in its totality? It just seems as though that the passing of Wanda Smith has now become a celebration for Cat Williams. And I just think that is so dead wrong, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I love Cat Williams. I've always been a fan of his material, but I think this situation right here should behoove him to come out and speak out against this and denounce this type of behavior that's going on within our community. I understand that him and Wanda and her husband had a situation. I get that. And I'm not saying that Cat is obligated to do so. But I just think it would be the professional thing to do because in my estimation, silence means compliance. Like you're sitting back enjoying the show when you should be speaking out and condemning this because they shouldn't be dragging her like this. This woman just lost her life and 3 children just lost their mother. And unfortunately, I know how that feels. But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about the situation that went down with Tia Kemp's.
So, as you heard, that's pretty much what's going on. May Wanda Smith rest in peace. If you have any dope memories about Miss Wanda, feel free to drop it in the chat. She made a lot of people laugh. She was funny. And she did a good job on the radio. I mean, for her to have been on radio since I'm going to say in Atlanta. I don't know if she's been anywhere else, but since 2005, that's a long reign. You know what I'm saying? We in 2024. So shout out to her for doing a great job and her family for holding her up. You feel me? And yeah, it's tough, man. We've lost a lot of good people, great entertainers, entrepreneurs this year, man. It's just another reminder to cherish your loved ones and your friends and family while they're here, because you just never know. So yeah, rest in peace, Wanda Smith. So the next topic at hand. Let's go. Let me go to the stream, y'all, right quick. Let's see. We're going to be talking about this chemical explosion that happened in Rockdale County. All right, I got a clip for you to present this screen. Bear with me. I'm learning StreamYard. I think next time I may utilize the YouTube live stream because I could put a watermark on my thing, but I'm not sure if I could play music. So I'm still learning this thing. But let me share the screen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're watching from. It says tap the replay. Okay, so this is my first time ever coming across this channel. The title attracted me. The title drew me in. I'm all about what's really going on out here. That's the name of the show. What's really going on? OMG, I gotta edit the title. Oh my gosh, look at that title, man. I ain't need oh my god, the title is so jacked up. Let me see if I can I will be editing the title. So anyways, let's not get off topic. But Samba Journey. He has 45.3K subscribers. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm sure it's growing daily. If you would like to subscribe to his channel, leave a comment. Let him know that your girl Anna Sir sent you over to his channel. I mean, I thought it was dope. This is my first time watching his content. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and subscribe. There you go. Boom, shakalaka. I couldn't remember if I subscribed or not. I was just so into the topic and it was in my history. It was late. And yeah, so let's go. The title of the video is This Atlanta Suburb Should Be Concerned. So he's definitely warning and sending the message out to the people of Rockdale and the surrounding areas. I mean, I don't live too far from there. Like, I'm about a good 45 minutes away. Depending on traffic, could be an hour. It just depends on the traffic and how you get there. I don't know exactly how close I am to the plant, but I'm not too far. All right, so we are gonna let it play. All right.
Afternoon.
And let me just put this disclaimer out there. It's on the screen. This is fair use. This video will be used for educational purposes to educate you on what's really going on in your local community. And if you're not in this area, maybe you know someone that lives in Georgia, that lives near. And my thing is, even if you don't live in this area, it's always good to know what's going on in your nation. You feel me? It's always good. It's good to know what's going on. Okay? What's really going on. Let's go. Shouts out to Samba Journeys. He got some great content. Evidently, he got all these subscribers. And because, I enjoy the content, I hope you do too. Let's go.
Everybody, I hope you're having a good day. It's been a busy day on this end here. I didn't realize I was going to get 2 videos out today, but this one is very important. So if you have anybody that you know that lives in the Atlanta area, I want you to share the link to this video to them and tell them that they absolutely need to watch this video. Okay. All right. This is really that important. I'm not trying to overhype anything at all. I'm being very, very serious. And we need to get the word out about what's going on down in Conyers, Georgia, as much as we possibly.
You heard what that boy said? That man said, he said, what's going on? But I'm going to say, what's really going on in Conyers, Georgia? Let's go.
We can. We know we got the distraction of the elections going on right now.
You heard him say distraction. Let's go.
Now, we got the distractions of some of these other things that are going on right now. But what we're talking about, once we look at this thing closely, you're going to see exactly why I'm really being adamant about why this is so important. And then, like everything else that we try to do on this platform, we're not going to just talk about the problem, but we're also going to provide you with some solutions. Okay. Some practical things that you can do. I already got my list out here right now, specifically for the people who are at ground zero at this location in this Georgia suburb of Conyers, Georgia. Okay. So again, if you know anybody, friends, family member, even if it's you, anybody that you know that live in the Atlanta area, I need you to share this link with them. They need to be watching this video. All right. And even if they don't have time to watch it at this second, that's okay, because the video will still remain up and they can just come back and watch it later. But this particular thing that we're going to be talking about, time is definitely going to be of the essence, because the longer this thing drags, what's going to happen is that people are just going to become complacent, and it's not going to be, and just people just say, whatever. Okay. But no, this is really a very serious thing. And then we're just going to go ahead and get started, because I know it's still,
like Mr. Samba said, it's a really serious matter. I think a day after this happened, I actually had to go to Lithonia, like deep in Lithonia, for a quick recording session. And I got the alert on my phone about a 7 p.m. curfew, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And it was right before 7 p.m. I'm like, what? I'm already on my way out there. So I just kept my windows rolled up, and I was just like, Lord, cover me in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I don't know what this air like. You know what I'm talking about? And like, even at work, like the day after the incident, it was like cloudy outside over here in Clayco. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there's a lot of parts of Georgia that felt the aftermath of this situation. But what he is going to play is a testimony of a whistleblower. And unfortunately, this man passed away shortly after this. I don't know if it's a press conference or like a council meeting of some sort. May he rest in peace. But you can tell that he was highly upset. He was overcome with emotion. I can really feel this man. It may be hard for you to hear him. He did play this 2 times. So hopefully you can hear a bit of what the man is saying. I did see the man's name in the news, but I really wasn't sure. Well, I saw it on Facebook, but I wasn't sure what was going on. So let's go.
Early Saturday.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you drop your name in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you don't mind, like the video, you know what I'm saying? Share with your friends. Thank you. This is what's really going on with your girl in the serve, where we will be talking about current topics and vibes, also giving you an opportunity to let me know what's really on your mind at this time, and you can participate in chat. Thank you very much. I'm also working at the same time on another computer. But let's go.
Day for a lot of people, and you're still getting your thing going for the weekend and all that, and I get it, but this right here is extremely important. Okay, so we're going to dive in and go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone for joining us for this particular special broadcast that we have going on during our broadcast.
And then through a little bit so we get to the point.
This ain't being talked about like it should. All right. So let me play this audio first. Again, this is from the last American Vagabond. He's been on top of this like a lot of, some other people as well. And let's take a listen to what he's saying on this. Okay, so let's go.
Here's the show we just did. This was on October 2nd. So as always, I like to point out, demonstrating our value, that there's very few people, even now, who are talking about this story. And I think this is, if we're going to talk about East Palestine, this one's far more damaging in the context of what the real risk, I think, is. So as always, I think it's not because it's partisan or because I think it's going to get clicks. It's because I felt it was important. And right now, clearly, this is not what everyone's talking about. So I just want to make you, if you're looking for people that are willing to cover what they think is important, even though it's not the big topic of the day, well, T-Lab is for you. Major dioxin risk in Georgia, East Palestine 2.0. Well, turns out I was correct. And that was my opinion at the time. And that was based on the research that I looked at and the science. And turns out, as Scott C. Smith has just tested, that we're in this realm yet again. Now this, by the way, the same one I used for today, these two are from That's Lebanon. That's which one was that? Maybe Gaza. I forget. Well, they're either Lebanon or Gaza. This one was from Georgia. Now, as even Jordan says in his video with Scott, we'll play in a second. Yeah, it sure does look like he's Palestine, but it's not. And I've already bumped up against this, where we're talking about this on Twitter. And I pointed out, oh my God, look at this, it's crazy. And somebody underneath goes, yeah, Tim Pool covered this last year.
Okay, let me get to the part where I really want you to like hear the guy. Okay, here it is. This is the important part in my opinion.
I am the state representative for Florida Water Conservation. I'm the first white man to be elected to this position since 1937, since creation of Florida Water. I worked in the field like this before, and catch my breath. But this company is called COD. What I mean is, it's a chemical oxygen demand. They treat down the water. And chemicals that they keep on property, sulfuric acid, MIBK, that will kill you. Everybody in Rockdale County needs to go to the doctor and check out their blood for toxins.
Did y'all hear that? He's basically saying everybody that live in Rockdale County need to be getting their blood checked out for toxins. Okay, he played it through once and then he played it again for the people that came in the chat late. But I can hear what he's saying. It's just an echo. But you can clearly see by his demeanor that it's a very important topic. And he even goes further to say that he's been pushing for this thing to get investigated. Let's go. We'll play this.
Please get that out. They need to send me out every time, at least 8 of them off. So, please. Next thing is, I asked for a federal criminal investigation. This is not the first time. This is the second time. I've been asking for this 3 weeks ago to Senator also, Senator Wanda, and Congressman Hank Johnson. All the officers say they're going to do an inquiry and have the DOJ get involved. I had the HOA on the phone call with me. 3 weeks later, okay, 3 weeks later, what we have? Fire. But they say it's an accident. Where's the MSDS? Where's the material safety data sheet? Where's the layout of the company? Why the chemical was stored in a dry place?
Did you hear what he said? He says, why wasn't the chemical stored in a dry place? He's been, pushing for an investigation, man. This is how these folks be, man.
They didn't call out farm truck like they did in 2004. But they pour water on the chemical that reacts.
Hello? Why would you pour water on a chemical that's going to react? That's just like if you got a kitchen fire, okay? I had a kitchen fire a long time ago, all right? Some grease got hot or whatever the case is. My mama always told me, don't pour no water on no hot grease. I had to throw flour on that mug, and then I had soot in the kitchen and everything. No, it's horrible. It's horrible. This was like, 2007, I think? Maybe 2008, because I think my son might have been here. But yeah, man, why would you put water on a chemical that's going to react? Let's go. Let's continue.
How are we going to solve this?
Hold up. I hope y'all hear what I'm saying. Is it someone said there's an echo, a distortion in the I just want to make sure. Let me know in the chat. Can you hear what he's saying? I know the audio isn't the best, but I want to make sure it ain't crap where you just can't hear anything he's saying. So let me know because like I said, okay, so thank you.
What I mean is
Zero accounting software helped put me on the right path.
All right, y'all. We gotta let them get paid right quick. We want to get paid too when it's time to get monetized. You feel me? So let's
It's easy to find your numbers all in one place and get a clearer financial picture. So find the power in your numbers and open the right doors with Xero.
Hey, let's get that joint.
There's a chemical oxidant demand. They treat their own water. And the chemicals that they keep on property, sulfuric acid, MIBK, that will kill you. Everybody in Rockdale County need to go to the doctor and check out their blood for toxic. Please get that out. They used to send me out every time, at least every other month. So please. Next thing is, I asked for a federal criminal investigation. This is not the first time. This is the second time. I've been asking for this 3 weeks ago to Senator Wanda, and Congressman Hank Johnson.
You heard him. He's naming like major game players, okay? And evidently, they ain't heard him. They ain't listening because the explosion happened. It's unfortunate that he passed away. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy to me, man. After him publicly speaking and putting these folks on blast. Somebody had to do it, y'all.
Hopefully, all the officers say they was going to do an inquiry and have the DOJ get involved. I had the HOA on the phone calls with me. 3 weeks later, okay. 3 weeks later, what we have? Fire. But they say it's an accident. Where's the MSDS? Yes. Where's the material safety data sheet? Where's the layout of the company? Why the chemicals wasn't stored in the dry place? Why they didn't call out foam truck like they did in 2004? But they pour water on the chemical that reacts. How are we going to solve this? We need a federal criminal investigation. EPA Region 4 is the worst region in the United States. Look it up. Rockdale County been out of federal compliance for 4 decades.
4 decades? Out of federal compliance for 4 decades? That's plumb ridiculous. 4 decades. That's 40 years. Really? Listen. I bet if some other stuff wasn't going right, they'd make sure it go right. You feel me? Like when it comes to the powers that be and all that. When it comes to the people, the citizens, the community, they don't give a rat's tail. 40 years? Man, let's continue.
I've been fighting for 6 years. They put a guy on the ballot illegally. He wasn't an incoming. So I'm pulling out warrants now. Yeah, the governor's scared. I've been fighting and been saying that their company was going to explode. No one listened. We got to remove this company out of this community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, we got one other company that's in there. That's the same way. It's called PRATT. PRATT. By 8 o'clock at night, you can smell the chlorine. They handle 1.7 tons of recycled paper. I'm the only one that inspects them. We don't have enough inspectors to go in these companies. They know that. And they're not qualified. They know that. What I'm angry at too is that $850 million of our taxes went to this company to kill us.
Whoa.
Y'all are in charge. Y'all elected officials. We need a federal criminal investigation.
All right. Audio should be back here. Okay. And again, my apologies for the audio earlier. I'm glad we was able to get that figured out. So this man, as you just heard, he's been on this thing for a minute. He didn't just show up on the scene after the fire. He was saying literally that I've been on this thing. I've been warning people and telling people what they're doing, the way they're storing these chemicals and what they're doing to this community. It's killing this community. And we need an investigation. Then he started raising hell about this other company he just mentioned. Now, just to give you an idea, let me see where I'm switching devices here. Hold on for a second. For those that aren't familiar, Rockdale County, just so you get the demographics of who's there.
Listen close to this part right here. You're going to get an idea. He's going to tell you the demographics, the population of the people. Maybe that'll explain why they ain't pushed the issue. 40 years is a long time of not being in compliance. This is like detrimental. You feel me? Think of the long-term effects. That's what one of the ladies was talking about when he played a clip from another content creator. A lady worried about what's the long-term effects years later from breathing in these chemicals like the chlorine. And he was talking about how it interacts with the fluid in your lungs. Let's see if we can get to that part right quick.
Let me get this up on the screen for you. Here we go. Rockdale County, in case you don't realize, 2020, about 57, almost 58% of the county is Black or African American versus 26% white. And then it goes down from there. So you're talking a majority Black county. I mean, I'm just showing this for the sake of those who aren't familiar with, the Atlanta area, which I don't think is not going to be too many people here. But this is a mostly Black county. I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't pulling this, in Cobb County. They ain't pulling this stuff going up, further north. They ain't pulling that stuff here. But they'll sure enough do it there. And the local Black politicians that he mentioned, he tried to warn them, and they pretty much sat on it. You know what they're doing right now? Buck dancing for Kamala. So this man went and gave a testimony about this situation. Not too long after that, all of a sudden he collapses and he's dead.
Really? What y'all think about that? What's really going on? How do y'all think he died? Do y'all think it's from stress? I was thinking, since he was an inspector, I believe, it says supervisor, was he, in that area? You know what I'm saying? Did he breathe into those chemicals? Was he doing that for years over time? I mean, what do y'all think about this? I'm sure he pissed a lot of people off, upset a lot of people with the things that he said, putting people out there on blast. Do you think it was just a situation where, hey, he maybe didn't have good health, or, it says the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has agreed to accept the case and will be conducting an autopsy into Kenny Johnson's death. They definitely need to do an autopsy. I pray that the family, I pray that he has a big family and that someone from his family looks into this and investigates this, because this looks like a movie to me. You feel me? A lot of times when you have situations like this in a movie, what end up happening? Things like this end up happening in movies. You know what I'm saying? And they say the world is a stage. God bless his family. My condolences go to you. This is very unfortunate. Let me see what else he says. Right quick.
Now he's gone. Now we're supposed to sit up here and think that somehow that's just, it just kind of sort of, you know, it's just a coincidence.
Exactly. My sentiments exactly.
And Lord, let's not get the religious people involved. Because you know they're gonna be ready to say, well, God needed another water sample in heaven or something. No, go sit down.
A water sample. Listen, you know how folks be, man. There's gonna be all kind of comments.
He gave a testimony going against this biolab, and he's been on it. And then right after the fire, next thing you know, this man dead.
I think that's crazy. Like I said, it sounds like a whole movie. It sounds suspicious, and I think it should be investigated thoroughly. I mean, it should be investigated. You know, I just don't think that's right. You know, for that long of a period of time to go by and them not investigate the harsh conditions of this plant. And I don't even know if there's any victims or not as far as the workers at this place. You know, was it shut down? Did it happen overnight? Most plants and warehouses and places of that nature have 24-hour shifts. You know, you got your morning shift, sometimes you have a mid shift, and then you have an overnight shift. Shout out to all the overnight workers. Shout out to all the plant workers, the warehouse workers, man. It's not easy doing what y'all do. It's not easy, y'all. I know it's not easy. I know it's not. It's truly not. And you are appreciated for all that you do. You know, y'all are first line people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, thank you so much for your service and all that you do. Let's continue for a few more moments.
So I really don't know what else people need, because we can draw up all these kind of conspiracy theories about everything else and run with them. But here you have a real one in your face right now that's happening right this second. And this right here, you better take very seriously. Because when you go against the wrong people,
we all choose to conceal carry to protect ourselves and our loved ones. And we know choosing a gun is an important step towards that goal. But what most people don't know is that the evidence shows that some of the most popular handguns on the market today
trust and know they're going to find a way to get rid of you. Someone here said, hold on for a second. I'm just looking at my stuff right here. Someone said, thank you. I know y'all can't really see that. She said, thank you for covering this story. I live 10 miles away and our household has experienced breathing difficulties, headaches, and skin irritation. Thank you for sharing that, because there's other people just like this sister here that have experienced similar things as well. So symptoms like that as well. But like I said, we're not going to just talk about it. We've actually put together some basic solutions on what you can do in the immediate. The long term, that advice I'm going to give is going to be a hard one, but you're going to have to really sit down. It's going to require a family meeting with that one. And when I get to that one. All right. So stick around. And like I said, we're not just talking about this. We want to lay out some real solutions on what people can do who live in this area what you can do to help your situation in the immediate. The long term, it's going to definitely require a higher level of commitment to that. Okay. So
listen, I just think it's crazy that for 40 years, Rockdale has not been in compliance. I think that's so horrendous. You know, I mean, chemical spills, chemical explosions, that's something you got to take seriously. Like, that's not something that you just think light of. You know, you got to think of your homeless population living in the area. I mean, they were saying people had to evacuate. What makes you think that everybody can just evacuate? Everybody can't just evacuate their living situation. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody have transportation, you know? Not everybody has means to just up and go and leave what they got going on, man. I know for a fact, even that day, the day after that happened, my throat was a little scratchy, you know what I'm saying? Just for the little haze that came up in Clayton County, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine you actually living in that area when it first happened. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what? In these times, you have to keep your faith in God. You have to know that He is your keeper. He's your healer. Do what you can do. You know, go get checked out if you can. Not everybody have the means to just go to the doctor. You know, not everyone is insured. Not everyone has transportation. There's a part of the video where there's a lady talking about how the vibes were at school. Let me see if we can go to that, just so you'll know. Here it is right here. Let's see what she was talking about. Basically, she was saying once they got that alert, they let the kids go back outside. Except for the kids that had asthma. I don't think none of them should have been outside. This just happened and y'all let the kids go outside.
You also, correct me if I'm wrong, had a bloody nose?
I did. Yesterday morning, I woke up, felt like my nose was stuffy, that like same sensation, blew my nose, and it was blood. There wasn't snot, it was blood in my tissue. So that's abnormal for me. That's never happened unless I have like an illness at the time. And so it just was very alarming. And last night I had what felt like a mild asthma attack. I have activity-induced asthma, and so when I have asthma attacks, it's typically because I'm like running super fast and hard. And honestly, I haven't had to use my inhaler in about 2 years. Like, I felt like I had grown out of a lot of my asthma symptoms. But last night I felt that like same rattling in my chest that I used to feel when I would go for a run and didn't use my inhaler beforehand. So yeah, symptoms are clearly worsening for me. I guess just the length of exposure at this point.
For hours after exposure. The next one, they said other symptoms you might experience: eye irritation, skin burns, and a burning.
This long-term exposure that we're having. So yeah, just very, very scary that that's the messaging that they're pushing forward. Because
and then let me just say this, and I'll move away from that, but let me just say this too. Okay, I must say it in a way where you guys will know what I'm talking about. If you took, you know what I'm talking about, right? You definitely need to get checked out. All right. Because the things that we have talked about and other platforms as well, as far as your immune system is concerned, need I say anything else? The 20, but this is the main area that's.
So this is the area that has been affected by this situation. It spreads abroad. Okay. Let me see if she was saying anything about school. I know I seen the lady talk about it. But you heard it for yourself. He also gives solutions at the end of the video. I believe him and his wife have products They discounted. Let's see.
And then you just put your email address there, okay? Because tomorrow we're going to have an email that's going to go out that's going to have all of that information on there. And then also it will have the what we're going to offer for those different herbs. You don't have to buy all of them. You can buy some of them. Some we actually have.
So basically, I think he pretty much talks about just having good supplements, possibly detoxing. But yeah, if you want to know more and watch, if you want to watch the video in its entirety, make sure you go over to Samba Journeys. Check out his shop, Samba Tree. I think this is some good information. It's a lot in the video. The video is like an hour and 40 minutes long, but I think it's worth it to listen to, especially if you want to get the news, the content on what the teacher was discussing about the situation. Let me see. Let's stop sharing the screen. Let's go over to cut the music up a little bit. What I'm going to do right now is just see if I had another topic of discussion. If you're tuning in, this is your girl Anna Third, your favorite social butterfly, and you are tuning in to What's Really Going On. What's really going on? Oh, there is something I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I did not know that there was a Hurricane Kirk until today. Did you know about Hurricane Kirk? I did not know about Hurricane Kirk. Let's go. Let me share the screen. This will be my last topic of discussion for tonight. The more lives I do on StreamYard, I feel the quicker I'll be as far as maneuvering in the studio. Let me go to present. We're going to present, share screen, extra camera. And I've seen people like, okay, never mind. I know what. Let's present this. All right, y'all. This is the last topic of discussion. We'll be talking about Hurricane Kirk. Flood submerged buildings, streets outside of Paris. This is a short video. Fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes. Let's learn. This is from Global News. They have 4.4 million subscribers and only 340 likes. OMG. Let's go ahead and like it for effort. Let's go ahead and like it. All right, let's press play and see what's going on.
In France, flooding from Hurricane Kirk has left areas near Paris without running water and electricity. Streets and homes were submerged in floodwaters. French authorities have warned the public of a high risk of flooding in more than 30 areas. The remnants of the storm continue to pass over Western Europe right now.
Mais c'est très, 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 très compliqué puisqu'on n'a pas d'électricité. Donc, on ne peut pas se laver parce qu'on n'a pas d'eau chaude. On ne peut pas manger parce qu'on n'a pas de gaz. Et on ne peut pas se chauffer non plus. Donc, nous sommes sortis, on a fait ce qu'on a pu. On est passé par la fenêtre de la cuisine. On est descendu sous la table de jardin, un peu acrobatique quand même. Et on a pu sortir, récupérer nos voitures qui étaient à l'extérieur de la ville pour aller se nourrir. On est allé manger. On n'avait pas non plus de batterie de téléphone. On ne pouvait pas. La famille m'appelle, m'envoie des messages, mais je ne peux pas répondre.
café bien chaud.
Ça, c'est la salle. Évidemment, on a monté ce qu'on a pu. Ouais, tout est. Et la cuisine, tout est sous l'inondation. Le frigo là-bas, tout est dans l'eau. Et là, d'un seul coup, en une après-midi, elle est montée très, très rapidement. Très rapidement, ça fait qu'hier midi, j'ai eu du monde dans le restaurant. On a eu quoi, 2 ou 3 tables. Et alors que hier soir, on était inondés. Voilà. Donc, c'est comme ça. Les prévisions, ça serait pour la décrue totale à partir de mardi. Mais même là, si ça commence à descendre, parce que tant qu'il n'y a plus d'eau, on ne peut pas commencer le nettoyage. C'est pas possible. Voilà. Donc, il y a besoin, et pour le nettoyage, après, et toutes les chambres froides, elles sont arrêtées, elles sont coupées.
Okay, this is in French. So let's see if we can watch another video right quick. This says, let me see if I can find something on Hurricane Kirk, because I didn't realize they were going to be speaking in French.
Meteorologist Tim Pan.
All right, yeah, we want to hear something in English. No offense.
Good Wednesday evening, folks. Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages here with you on Wednesday, October the 2nd, 2024. Talking about Hurricane Kirk, way out in the Atlantic Basin, and also newly formed Tropical Depression number 13, well on its way to becoming Leslie. Now, Kirk is on its way itself to being our season's 3rd major hurricane. Explosive intensification underway at this time. Leslie right on its heels, and odds have been lowered.
Listen, y'all, today's the first day I even heard anything about Leslie, man. Like, these storms are not letting up. They're not letting up, yo. Fair use, fair use. Wow, let's see if we can see any like live, I mean not live, but any kind of footage from the people.
Toute la marchandise.
This is 3 months ago. No, we're looking for 2 days ago. Let's have a look, and then we will close out.
You know what? Nobody talks.
Fair use, fair use. We'll let them get paid right quick.
Talks about when it comes to building a content creator business, that if you're not using a tool like HoneyBook to stay organized and professional in your communication, you're probably leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Hi.
Okay. You are watching One India News. They have 1.66 million subscribers. All right. So it says Hurricane Kirk hits Europe. France battered by rising sea water. Record rainfall in northern France. Okay, let's like the video for effort. You know what I'm saying? Great content. This was 2 days ago. See, I didn't know about this. We was pretty much concerned about Helene and Milton, because it affected the U.S., but, I didn't know about these storms. Let's see what they got to say. It's a 3-minute, 38-second video. That's a lot of flooding. Record rainfall recorded in Paris with 71 millimeters falling in just 1 day. Ooh. Wow. That's a lot, y'all. . 'Cause 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 ' Oh wow, Lord bless her. God bless her. Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus. 48,000 homes remain without power as a result of the storm. Our Lord today. Oh. Strong wind gusts of up to 139 kilometers per hour recorded near Grenoble. Areas of AFE. 164 counts under flood watch reflect the severity of the situation. You see this climate change disclaimer. Let's see what this is about. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. Human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. Or could it be that humans want to take weather in their own hands and do cloud seeding and use HARP and all that other stuff? What y'all think about that? Yeah, let's go. Okay. All right, y'all. That is crazy. Since 2023 has seen a 30% surplus in rainfall across France compared to normal. Wow, y'all. Look, y'all. September was the wettest month in 25 years for much of the country. Soil saturation contributes to flooding as soils cannot absorb the water. Meteorologists warn that this type of extreme weather will become more common. Whew, y'all, that's a lot to take in. That is a lot to take in. For real, for real. Let's see. Am I no longer sharing the screen anymore? So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You know, you can leave a comment. How do you feel about Atlanta losing Wanda, her family? You know, how do you feel about that topic? Do you have any comments about chlorine explosion and the neglect of the investigation that he's doing? They basically looking on point. You know what I'm saying? Where's OSHA? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a shame, you know what I'm saying, that people have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know, it's the last days, you know what I'm saying? We're in the last days. There's going to be many things to happen. And we just got to stay prayed up, keep your faith in the Most High. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Yerusha, as your Lord and Savior, please invite Him into your heart. He is there for you to give you life and life more abundantly. He's here to give you everlasting life. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, whosoever shall believe, to whomsoever believeth shall not perish but have everlasting life." All right, He's the way, the truth, and the life. For no man come unto the Father except Him. Give your life to Christ, you know. He's the way. We can see clearly that things out there not what it is. It's not the sentence. It's not the way. Jesus is the way. The way He will lead the guide you into all truth through the Holy Spirit. So I have to leave you with that because, you know, people are losing hope out here. There's a lot of catastrophic, traumatic things happening in the world. It may not be happening in your neighborhood, but just pray for others. Pray for the world. Pray for the healing of the nations, for families, even your enemies. The word lets us know that we should pray for them. Some of us may not be on their level. May not be. Just pray about it. And God, the way. To walk forward. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all go. It's late. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, thank you for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. I had a lot of people tuning in. Many countries, Brazil, Algeria, Morocco, Italy, Georgia. You know, I have many. Make sure you like the video so you can, you know, stay through the algorithm, share with your friends. If you got any topics that you want to discuss on what's really going on, feel free to drop it in the comment section. There's many things going on here. You know, one of the biggest topics is to be the case, and everybody else that's, well, now it's R. Kelly again. So his daughter is talking about how he did some things to her allegedly. That just may be on the next What's Really Going On. Tune in and you will see. All right, y'all have a blessed Monday. All right, a blessed day of work. Some of you may be at work right now. Some of you may be just getting up to go to work and school. You are going to work. So either way, I wish you all well, and I thank you so much for being a part of my journey. It's really going on. And if you want to watch videos like that, all here to scroll through. You have to carry everything, content, insurance, Levi's journey, your videos. There's all kinds of things. It's only good at everything for everybody. So, also shameless plug. If you want to check out some dope music, go to Apple Music, YouTube Music, check out Anna Serve Topic on YouTube or YouTube Music. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Check out Don't Waste My Time. Now, it is not on Spotify anymore because of alleged fake streams, but it will be released again. Please believe that. But it is on Apple Music. It's on YouTube Music. Long Walk, Hey Sweetie. I'm with Surf Squad as well. We got 100 Mode. That's a song I'm on as well. Make sure you tap in. Let me know what's really going on, where you're watching from. Have a blessed night. And just remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. All right? Have a great night.